The earliest remembered appearance of Walt Disney in the desert was in 1936, when the blossoming genius played polo on the grounds where Palm Springs Stadium now stands. Disney was 35. Mickey Mouse was 8. 12 years later, Walt and Lillian Disney bought their first home at Smoke Tree Ranch in Palm Springs. Walt called it his happy place. Residents feared at the time that Walt would try to change Smoke Tree Ranch to look more like Beverly Hills. But the fears were unfounded, as the Disneys fit right in. Walt became a member of the board and was a true lover of horses and the desert. Disney became fast friends with legendary Palm Springs mayor and actual cowboy Frank Bogart. Bogart and Disney rode together on an annual mounted journey. Bogart said in his book of Walt Disney, "When you camp with a guy, you really get to know him. He was the best." But 6 years later, Walt Disney was trying to get financing for his dream of an amusement park like no other.
Biggest problem? Well, I'd say it's been my biggest problem all my life is money. It takes a lot of money to make these dreams come true. From the very start, it was a problem of getting the money to open Disneyland. About $17 million it took. And we had everything mortgaged.
So Walt and his brother Roy sold off everything they could in an attempt to raise $17 million to build Disneyland, including Walt and Lillian's beloved Smoke Tree Ranch home. As he was raising money, Walt offered several of his neighbors at Smoke Tree Ranch a chance to invest in the new park, and by most accounts, none did. The bulk of the financing for Disneyland would eventually come from ABC television in exchange for the TV rights to a Disney-produced weekly show, which kicked off 1 year before the park would actually open.
Walt Disney's Disneyland.
When you wish upon a star.
But Walt and Lillian Disney's love of the desert and Walt's love of playing cowboy was strong. And once it was apparent Disneyland would be a huge success, the Disneys immediately built a new and bigger home at Smoke Tree Ranch. That home still exists at Smoke Tree, now called Disney Hall. It remains one of several reminders of Walt Disney and his love of the desert. In fact, Walt's love of Smoke Tree Ranch is visible on every statue of Walt and Mickey holding hands. The statue is called Friends, and it's in every Disney park. And if you look real close, the brand of Smoke Tree Ranch is emblazoned on Walt Disney's necktie. The STR is Walt's lasting tribute to Palm Springs and Smoke Tree Ranch. For KMIR News, I'm Gino Lamont.